Okay, so now we want to see how to do body parameters. So basically, body parameters are the body, right? It's the body of the request. They are usually associated with the post request. So basically, to create a post request, let's say I don't need these anymore. I'll just create another user's route. It's very similar, but that's instead of get, it's a post. All right. So now here we are, and then basically I would like to print the body parameter, and the body parameters are body, and these are printed like this, body. Okay, so now in order to make the variable is called body. All right, now in order to make this kind of request, I possibly will use Postman, right? So I'll go in and create Postman. I use Postman, the app Postman. Here it is, it's already open, and I will I know that the service this is the web service. Here it is, where it is, and it's users, right? And if you do the get, you get the get. So basically, where is the get one? Here is the get API. It needs API in front of it. API users, you send, you get hello world users, right? Now, if you want to, we run it for the post. So we'll do here and do a post, and I click on send, and basically you see that the body is undefined. So basically, it's printing console body, right? So now it's saying that the body is not defined. All right. So now if in order to pass a body, let's say we go here and it says none. Let's say we add something here. We say, for example, ID is 100, right? And you send, and it's still undefined. See, the problem is that you have to tell Express to which kind of body you wanted to analyze or parse. And basically, when you use this form URL encoded, the data actually is going to be encoded as value equal key equal value and key equal value. So it's going to be encoded something like this. It's going to be encoded like key equal value and then the other key equal value. So basically, that's how the data is going to be encoded in the body when you use form URL encode. So what you have to do is you have to tell the app to use something called a middleware. That middleware, you are telling it that you're expecting to receive URL encoded variables. So basically, to do that is very easy. To add a middleware, so that middleware will execute before, this is a public middleware, this is a global middleware. It will execute before every single request. And it will look at the body. If the body has something that is encoded, key value, it's going to change it into JSON. Okay, so let's say how to do that, you have the app. Where is the app? We have the app. Then we say use, and we pass it express.url URL encode, which is a method. So basically, you are telling it to use this middle layer, which is going to take care of the URL encode. So this is to address URL encoded body. Okay, so for URL encoded data, right? So here it is. Now you see when I send the request, now you see I'm getting the body is being encoded correctly because you added this middleware. Okay, so now if the body is encoded as form URL encode, you are gonna get it correctly, as the body will come as a JSON. So for example, I can add also the name, right? So name, let's say Bob, okay, and send this. You can see here that you're getting a JSON. So basically, I can get the name by just saying console.log request.body.name, right? So I can do that. Of course, you have to do validation because the user might not pass a name. So here it is. You see here Bob is being printed. So it can encode it, but all you have to do is just add this middleware. Okay. So that's when you do URL encode. So what if you would like to pass a row? Sometimes in apps you want to pass some JSON. Actually, the body is a JSON. So you could say ID, and I'd say, for example, 300, and then let's say the name. The name is, I'm gonna say for example Bob Smith, right? So when I do this, when I click on send now, the body, you see here, it's not. It says okay. Let's say I will RS is to restart it. Okay, I'll make the request now. And it says it's undefined, which is weird. So it's undefined, even though I'm passing a JSON. So now you also need to use another middleware to tell it that if there is a JSON body, a row body, then parse it as JSON. So app.use, also the same thing, express.json, that same thing. You're telling it that handle also JSON cases. So this is for JSON encoded body. Okay, so now let's see, I'll send that request again, boom, and I'm getting, see, I'm getting the correct body in, right? Similarly, if you just pass text, let's say I'm going to pass it as text and I click on send, it's not working. You see here, it says here. Similarly, there is another one for parsing text. So if you're receiving the data as text, there is also text, and this is text encoded body. So basically when you do this, I click on send, and you could see that you get it as a text. You see that text is not JSON, it just parses it as text. That's why when I try to get body.name, it will not work, but you are telling it that you want to encode text also. So basically that's how you read the body, and you need to add these middle layers so that they address different cases of types of body. All right, please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.